Welcome to Off-Grid Contracting. Guys, I'm here today with my good friend Randy Jones, CEO and owner of Incredible Tiny Homes. And I'm not going to give you the tour of the tiny house today and all the off-grid stuff. I'm going to let Randy show you the whole thing and tell you about Incredible Tiny Homes if you're looking to get you a tiny home. And with that said, guys, I'm going to get that tour going right now.
Hello, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes, and with Lucas's permission, we're going to run you through this house. This is what we build in Newport, Tennessee, 850 Industrial Road here in beautiful East Tennessee. We probably got 100 homes on site right here, plus 3 communities that people live in. This particular home is an 8x22. Is that what it said? 8x22 on there, Luke? 8x18.
8x18.
I'm sorry, 8x18 off-grid home. So this is what we call a freedom-style home. It's actually got a gable, and it looks like a regular house you'd find in a subdivision, any kind of regular build. We try to take pride in what we do is we build homes that look like big homes, and we just condense them down. So it's an actual tiny house, not just a box, right? So we got our gable cathedral ceiling, and as you can see over here, it branches out for an upstairs, and it's got 2 shed dormers, which gives it a full-size bed up here. You can put a king-size bed in this loft. Of course, there's a ladder to access this. This does not have a staircase. So this house is a normal 8 foot wide, 8'6" outside to outside, which is your tiny home, right? Now we build them 9, 10 foot wide. This particular one is 8 foot wide, we call it. So 8x18, about 144 square feet, not including the loft. Let me just run you through a few particulars that we have on these homes. Everything you see in here is stock. Like if you go to our website and you look up an 8x18 freedom style home, you'll see everything in here is included except for just a few things, like maybe a picture window they added, some upper cabinets, and an extra dormer. A Freedom comes with 1 dormer. They added an extra one, which is really nice because it makes the whole entire upstairs accessible for a full bed. 2 people, it's great. They also got right here, they've got a farm style sink. This is a little bit extra, but we do come with the stovetop, range hood, microwave stand. They also came and they wanted a few extra upper cabinets. Now we build custom homes. Now we got a basic model we choose from, and then you add to that. So if you wanted some upper cabinets, this is a custom cabinet because it actually follows the slope of the roof. As you can see, there's a lot of storage in there. It's really tall. Also, behind Lucas is a mini split. It does heating and air. It's a Mitsubishi unit, 10-year warranty on it, all parts, and it's just awesome. It's rated at 600 square feet, so you can see it's way more than what this home needs. All our homes are spray foam with closed cell foam insulation. We got a vinyl floor. You can choose between 4 basic colors. If you want anything extra than that, of course, it's more custom. All right. All V-group walls. Look, Ace coming in here. What are you doing, buddy?
Got a visitor.
What are you doing, man? Hey, buddy. So we got T&G walls. We call it V-group because there's a V joint right here. But we put all wood walls, all wood loft ceilings, and then on the ceiling here, we try to come up with a, what's it called? It's a bead board. It's got that small bead in it. We don't normally always get that kind of wood, but if we have it, we like to put it on the ceiling. This is all standard in our Freedom style home. Now what this person did on this is completely custom, is they put windows where they wanted them. Also, they've got a washer and dryer in the living room, but if that's where they want it, that's where we put it, is right here. They've got an extra place to eat as a countertop, so they can have a stool for 2 people can sit. And then, of course, we can go into the bathroom, and this is a full bathroom. So we call this an RJO, which is Randy Jones' original floor plan. When you walk in the end of the house, you have your bathroom, kitchen, and it's all done. So inside you can see it's got a compost toilet, because this home is off-grid. It's got your tankless gas water heater, compost toilet, and then a full 32-inch shower right here. Now what we like to pride ourselves in is that we build these homes that anything in here can be replaceable. You can get from your local lumberyard to replace anything that breaks, anything that scratches. These range tops, cooktops, the top here comes from Lumber Liquidators, so does our vinyl flooring. So if you have anything scratch, anything comes up, you can replace it. It's not like a mobile home or a camper where you got to order special parts. It's outrageously priced because it's so rare. Everything we have, the light fixtures, the switches, everything we have, you can get at your local lumberyard supply house. Okay? Now on the outside, we can go out there and show that, or we want to go over your off-grid.
Well, I was gonna say, you want to show them the water
Yeah.
real quick, and then the power in here, and then
Okay,
we
so what this house is completely off-grid. We have a control panel on here that shows our tanks. We have wastewater, fresh water, black water, gray water, and a battery locator. It shows exactly what's going on. So here's the pump. If you want to pump your water, take a shower, wash your dishes. This actually home has on-board tanks. So it's not an off-board tank where you were maybe on a settlement and you have a water catchment or a cistern. This one actually has it on board so they can travel with it. So if they wanted to stop in the middle of a Walmart parking lot, they got everything they need, just like an RV, and they got their waste and their fresh water on board. Also, what Lucas has done is we've got the solar. As you can see right now, we're out in the middle of a parking lot and we have electricity here. So Lucas, and he can explain that later, is his solar was what he's put on place, and the type of solar system, battery backup, and the solar panels are on the roof, off grid. So you could I don't know how, I guess on a sunny day and the system you put in, I mean, this is an off grid home, which is awesome. The only thing that Lucas and I were talking about is a water replacement for their tank is not installed, which is a catchment. Is really, we have gutters on the house, but we do install a system where you can catch all the water, put it in a tank, and we've even had the water filter go channeled into the tank that are on board and has an overflow. So if it's really raining, fills up the tank, overflows out, and you always got a full tank of water. All right, so now we're on the outside of this 8x18 off-grid panel home. As you can see how the colors just pop. Now this is a low maintenance siding. It's got a 50-year warranty on the actual material itself, won't rot for 50 years guaranteed, and also the color is about a 30-year warranty on the color. So this is an actual, it was 6 inches thick of particle board, 80% of it's wax, and they mash it down to a 1/2 inch thick board, and there's not a lot of innate inert, or how would you call chemicals in it, which I like. There's only 5% chemical. The rest of it is all natural to keep this the look of this, how we mashed it, and how it's waterproof, and the longevity of it. You can get it in a multiple colors. They've probably got 30, 40 different colors. It's called LP Siding. Company we use is called Diamond Coat. Been in business for years. We love how the customer has chosen. They chose the brown and the off tint on the corners and trim. And as you can see, Lucas has put all his panels on the roof with a copper colored roof. On almost every home, we put an outside water spigot, just like a real house. So we want you to know that when you buy a tiny house from us, it's just like the home you're living in, it's just condensed down. We put gutters on the house. We have soffits and fascias, as you can see up here on this dormer. That dormer, it's really inexpensive to build a box dormer or a house with no overhangs and no soffits, right? We don't want that. We want it to look like a real home, and that's what you have. You have an overhang. That's more money and time, but it really gives character to the house. You have some plugs. You usually have 2 on every house, outside, front and back. This is called the tongue box. The reason this is a tongue box is because we have an off-grid package on here, which houses all the inverter and the solar stuff that you need. Now this box here is made from our ESP panels. We actually build homes out of panels that are metal. As you can see, this is a metal inside and outside. It's got 2 inches of rigid foam insulation, but inside, Lucas is one in here and we'll put in there, and he can explain later about what he's done and everything that's involved in his off-grid package. And that tongue box gave it room. He's put his vents, was really nice, placed up here, vents on the bottom. So in case of hot weather, these things need to breathe and have air. And of course, this is waterproof, durable. This is a synthetic stucco, all right? You can go on YouTube and you can look up Stucco Flex. And it's a synthetic where it's kind of a rubbery stucco. Looks and feels like stucco, lasts forever. You'll love this stuff. It'll give and it'll take, and it's kind of like a rubber-based stucco. Just like this is a mini split we showed you on the inside, which is the air handler. This is the outside condensing unit. We can mount them up high, we mount them up low. That one had to be up high because the tongue box took the place on the tongue where we normally put them, all right? So this has got a regular heating and cooling air system, just like you would have in a regular home. It's still on a trailer, which is crazy. This is like a RV. You can hook to it and go, just like the camper. Pull it in any RV place. And of course, another door for this, and then you can look down and you can see the siding, the doors, the picture window that we put. And upstairs is an egress window We always put an egress window in all the lofts so you can get out in case of emergency. But that's it, man. I mean, this is a beautiful home, 8 by 18, and we can make any home off grid, especially with Lucas coming in. He puts all the solar in, and it's just packed to be able to live off grid, you know.
And if they want to reach out to you, Randy, where they go?
Oh yeah, go to we got YouTube. We've got, I think we counted over 1,300 videos on YouTube. So go to YouTube, Incredible Tiny Homes, or you go to youtube.com, which is our website. That has all our price tags, everything you want to know about us, a gallery, the history, where we're from. We've been in business going on 7 years now in East Tennessee. Love this place. We've got communities. We've got 50 home sites there, 36 and another 73 home sites. We just purchased 160 acres. We're putting on another 80 home sites over there. We haven't even started touching that land over there, putting 80 home sites. So we're really looking forward to the future. We've taken tiny homes to another level. Everybody's sleeping. They're wanting to build a tiny home in the backyard, which is where we started. But we're saying, how can we make this affordable for everybody? You go to our prices, you won't believe. We still build a home for under 20 grand. And we'll build a home for over 100 grand if that's where you want to go. But we pride ourselves in giving the common man a beautiful home to live in, and nobody needs to be homeless. All right? So, yeah, thank you, Lucas, for the opportunity, bringing this to everybody. And I know your channel is super popular, and off-grid is the way we live. I'm going to live off-grid. I've got a little 8 by 16 home that I live in with a wood stove and everything. So we live what we do. You know, we live in tiny homes, we build tiny homes, and this is who we are.
Okay guys, so quick rundown on the off-grid power on this house, and keep in mind there's multiple packages, Incredible Tiny Home sales. You can check all that information out on the website, links in the video description below. This is an extra input for the panels. Will have fold-out legs and they go out on the ground. So 2 will go to this customer's house. In a future video, we have another house that's got 2 on the roof above and then 4 on the ground because the customer wanted it that way because they're going to orient their house a certain direction. So that's the inputs coming in, and that goes straight in to the combiner box. Now I do something different to some other installers, is we make sure you get your money's worth. This is what's functional right now. This is so the customer can expand a whole nother add-on to the system if they ever wanted to. And you don't have to call me back. They could add that on with a simple electrician if they wanted to. Another thing here is this is a 5-year warranty. So it's set it and forget it. Battery bank has a monitor in here too, so you can open it up, check it out here. You have a monitor inside, so you always can know where you're at, either inside or out. These pure lead carbon batteries have a depending on where they come from, the warranty on these can go up to about 6 years. So pretty much you can use these full depth of discharge, still have warranty on it. You've got a Magnum Inverter. They give split phase 120, 240, just like as if you were hooked to the utility company. This is bonded where you can put EMP protection on this and drop it out to a ground rod to protect yourself from an EMP. Some people want that. We also put a full-size transfer switch on this house for the customer, because should they ever choose to hook to a regular utility company, they're ready to go for that.
Is that what that big box is?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that can be swapped so that the 50 amp plug can be removed and they can actually come directly into that with full utility service. So we've tried to think of a lot of stuff ahead of time for the customer so that they won't have to deal with that in the future. Also, their battery bank can be doubled, so the customer can add double on their battery bank. We also put a brace beam in nowadays so that if this is in transit and for some reason, heaven forbid, had to lock it up, you're not damaging any of the equipment and anything like that. And that is probably one of the most compact setups we've ever done.
It looks great.
And we tried to do that. I appreciate you, sir. We tried to do that so that the customer could have plenty of room to add on later. But if you're wanting to mount panels on the roofs, one of the important things is when you get with the guys on design is that there always needs to be optimal space, because in the industry now, panels are getting so much larger. Roofs aren't getting larger, but panels are, so you've got to try to make sure and work that in around that. But this customer had us mount them on both sides, and then they have the ability to put it on the ground, so they can pretty much get sun all day long, full transit, and that way they've got their power on demand whenever they want.
That's nice. And now this system will run that mini split and everything, right?
So the mini split runs off of it, everything in it. The pump system runs off of it. The heaters for the tanks run off of it. Everything in the house runs off of it. But now they can also plug into the utility. service or a generator, they can pull the transfer switch, and while they're running off the generator, they can actually still charge their battery bank at the same time simultaneously.
Nice.
So guys, just a reminder, first off, just want to say, Randy, thanks again as always. It's been great working with Randy. Like you said, it's been like 7 going on 8 years that we've partnered up, done projects together and stuff. Guys, if you're looking for a place to park your tiny home, check out IncredibleTinyHomes.com. If you're looking for a place to build you a tiny home, hit them up. And how long's the wait right now? Is it getting
We're about
getting
8
lower?
months out.
Okay.
8 months.
Yeah, guys, I know some places that they can't even get you in. So, like, the fact that Randy can at least fit you in, that's nice, because materials are harder to come by right now. Like, my mom and dad's getting a house built like a regular house. They can't even get trusses.
And that's something.
You know, materials is everything, guys. Yeah. Right now, I'm backed up about 3 to 6 months on getting materials. So, I mean, like, I'm not telling you that to try to get you to buy something. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to do this stuff, like, there's a prime opportunity window. It's right now, because a lot of people's wanting it done. So guys, make sure to check out Incredible Tiny Homes, and as always, till we see you again here at Off Grid Contracting, look forward to working for you.